So today's video is going to be what would happen if Lost and Found had a season 3. Lost and Found is a spin-off show set after season 3 of Lost and Found but before season 4. Lost and Found has 2 seasons. Lost and Found follows a group of musicians, like The Next Step, who follows a group of dancers. So this video is going to talk about what would happen if Lost and Found had a season 3. What would happen in it, who would be in it, and the plot as well. Catch up with what happened at the end of season 2. Theo realises he likes Maggie, who likes Luke, who likes Leia. Lost and Found features some characters from The Next Step: Michelle, Giselle, and Riley. Theo realises Maggie is hung up on Luke and decides it is probably not the best time to tell her, so he doesn't tell her that he likes him. John has an emotional breakdown in front of Michelle, his dad, his grandma, about his mum, and feeling he's unable to love anybody anymore. Michelle tells John she loves him. Still, we'll never find out whether Michelle and Giselle got together. If I had to make a prediction, I'd say they're not together, which is a shame because they could have a really good relationship. There would be a while between season 2 and season 3. In doing that, it would make the cliffhanger work. Having it for a longer time means we've on this cliffhanger, meaning we want to watch it. Getting to find out what happens in the big cliffhanger. The band's and everything straight after the cliffhanger. But Theo would be thinking of telling Maggie that he likes her. Maggie this season would be trying to make a name for herself. Maggie would leave the band to focus on making a name for herself. Theo would be watching Maggie singing and realising it's time to tell Maggie he likes her. Theo would compliment Maggie and tell her how good she is. He would say thank you, and Theo would ask, "Can I show you something?" Theo would show Maggie something. Maggie would say, "That's great. I didn't know you could do that." Maggie would say, "Can you teach it to me? How you do that? Because I really want to work on myself and making a name for myself this year." Rachel this year would be hoping to find a good record label. Leah would still like Luke and they'd be dating. Rachel would be writing songs and performing and trying to put herself out there, same as what Maggie's doing. Ava and Jude would be great friends and they'd be making music together because it's nice to have good, solid friendships rather than just relationships. Leah would say, "Luke, do you know Theo likes Maggie? Do you think they'd be a great couple?" And Luke would say yes. Luke would talk to Theo, give him some advice, and Theo decides he's going to go tell Maggie. Theo would tell Maggie that he loves her. Maggie would say, "I love you too," so they'd become a couple and they'd get together. Theo would tell Luke, "Me and Maggie are together." Annabelle would have her vlog, which is now popular and she's now got the fame and everything. She would be doing a day in the life of a musician at Lost and Found, and she'd be working on music as well as her vlog. Annabelle would be enjoying the popularity and fame because it would be what she's always wanted. Annabelle would just be showing what Lost and Found is like. Mr. T would hold auditions and they would have a great turnout because people have seen Annabelle's vlogs and it would make them realise they want to join the studio. All the people would audition and Mr. T and Parker would decide who makes it in, and we find out who the new musicians are. Michelle and John would decide they're better off as just close friends, so we see their friendship. John would be working even more on his music and Michelle would be working on her dancing. James would be enjoying the band and getting even better at drumming. James would be Dr. James, the relationship expert, and he'd continue to do that because he'd be known as Dr. James, the relationship expert. If you want to know stuff about relationships, then talk to James. James would talk to the band about how he likes rapping. So he would rap in the band and they'd do a song with rap in it. Ava would know who her friends are in this season, and she would start to call friends and really connect with people from Lost and Found outside Lost and Found. Mary would be working on her music, making a name for herself. Mr. T and Parker would ask if she could help the new members of Lost and Found, so Mary gives them a tour of the studio, helps them to settle in, that kind of thing. Jackie and her sister would both be at the studio because Jackie auditions and makes it in. Jackie would be working on her music, trying to get as good as Mary. Mary would be mentoring Jackie to get even better at music. Isaac would continue to be happy and work on his music. He would work with Jude and they'd do raps together and they would work on writing raps together. Clara this season would just focus on music and herself and just not be so anxious this season. Hannah this season would be getting better opportunities, so she'd move on to a better opportunity. Nate and Rachel would become friends and we'll see their friendship. Rachel and him would be doing songs together. And that would basically be what happens on Lost and Found. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.